Hello kindergarten, it's Miss Hartman here, and today I wanted to teach you how to make a berry pie. But we're going to be making math equations also. So we're going to be working on addition, and I'm going to turn down my screen so you can watch this process. Two of my math groups have been working on this activity, and I thought you would enjoy it. So our activity today for math is going to be to just take some Play-Doh out, find a mat to work on, and you're going to take your Play-Doh and kind of squish it on the sides, and we're going to take it and cut it right down the middle. You can press your finger down, pull apart into two balls. Good job. Take one of your balls and put it over to the side so all you're left with is your one rounded ball. And we're going to flatten it out, kind of like you're pushing down all your pressure and making it into a flat pancake. Nice job. It's okay if it's not completely rounded, but it does need to be flat. So you'll put your flat pancake to the side, but as I said, we're going to be making a berry pie. So this is actually going to be our crust. So now you're going to take your other ball and you're going to roll it out into a long snake. So go ahead and do that with me. You want to get it pretty long because we're going to need to use a lot of it to create our berries. Keep on moving it, rolling it out. And now you're going to pinch off a little piece at the end and roll up a berry for your pie. Today we're going to be creating 8 berries. So I have one and I'm going to keep on going until I get to 8. As you go, keep on practicing your count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get to 8, do a double check. Make sure you only have 8 berries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the rest of your Play-Doh you can put away on the side. So now you have your pie crust. It's all nice and flat, and you have your berries. Now you're going to need to go to your kitchen, or if you have a little kitchen set where you have a bowl or a dish that's curved, and you're going to bring it back over. Miss Hartman has a little bowl. This is actually called a singing bowl, and I'm going to use that to make my pie in today. So take a break, go get your bowl, pause this video, and you can come right back. Okay, so now we're back together and we have our pie crust and our little bowl, and we're going to gently place our pie crust inside, and you can go ahead and go around and around, kind of like you're making a pinch pot in art. And you'll see the sides will curl up a little bit, and that's okay. That's what a pie looks like. That's how we make a pie crust, and we put it into our dish. So now we have our pie ready to make. We have our berries. Remember, there should only be 8. And I'm going to move my berries up here a little bit out of the way. So now I have some space to write on. Okay. Today we're going to try to figure out different ways to make 8. So the first combination or number pair for 8 today, I'm going to try, I think I already know my doubles. 4 plus, well, let me take 4 and put them in my pie so I can figure it out. If I start off with 4, how many more do I want to add to make 8? So I'm going to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm left with, I'm left with 4. 4 plus 4 more equals 8. This is what I think. I'm going to put my 4 into my pie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in my pie I should have 8 now because my equation says 4 plus 4, or 4 and 4 more, is the same as 8. Let's see if that's true. I'm going to pull it back out to do a double check. I'm going to put 4 above this number to represent this amount. And this is a good way for you to check if your equation makes sense. And you can see there's 4 here above the 4, and I'm going to add, this is an addition sentence, so I'm adding another amount over here. And the amount is 4. So I'm going to put 4 more berries above the 4. And I'm going to count and double check that they do in fact equal 8. So when I'm counting these, I'm kind of doing the same thing with the amounts right here. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it is true. These two amounts do equal 8. So my first combination for 4 and 4 for 8. I used 4 and 4 to make my 8, and now I'm going to try it again. Can you think of a new way that you can make 8? Let me try one more example. I'm going to erase my board. I have a nice clean board. I have my pie crust, and I have all my berries. Remember, before I start, I want to make sure I have only 8 berries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm ready to go. I did 4 and 4. That's one combination or way to make 8. Maybe I'll start with a smaller amount. Maybe I'll just start with these. Well, how many do you say? That's right, 2. So I'm going to write a 2 down. I'm going to put 2 berries in my pie. 1, 2. So if I have 2 berries in my pie, how can I add more to make 8? Well, how many more am I going to add? I have 2, and I'm going to add this many more, all these berries, because I know when I have them all together, they make 8. Let me see, how many more do I have here? Oh, I just put it into an arrangement that helps me to see. I know what that is. 3 and 3, that's 6. 2 and 6 more make 8. Let me see if that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 plus 6 equals 8. I'm going to double check myself, see if that makes sense. Above my 2, I'm going to take 2 berries out. That represents 2. This amount for 6, I'm going to represent with my berries. 6 berries. I did like that arrangement. That helped me to see 6, so I'm going to make it again. So I have 6 and I have 2. 2 and 6 make 8. Let me see if that's true. When I look at my equation, I want to figure out which one of these numbers is bigger. That's right, it's the 6. So I'm going to grab my 6 all at once like this. 6, and then I'm going to count on 7, 8, and I end up at my total 8. That's an efficient way to count. So when you're doing an addition problem, you want to look at what are the two numbers that I'm adding and which one is bigger. Call on the bigger number and then count on. Okay, that's a good strategy. I'm going to try one more equation today, trying to make 8. I'm going to move all my berries over here again. My empty pie. What do I need to do with my berries before I make my equation? That's right, I need to count them. I need to have only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm ready. I came up with 2 different ways to make 8, and I want to think of a third one. You know what? I want to put 8 berries in my pie, because I have 8 here. I just want to put them all in. I'm going to make number 8. And here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness! I can't add anything to my 8 because I don't have any more berries left. I'm going to have to write the number 0 to stand for nothing. No more. I'm not adding any more to my 8 berries. I'm going to double check myself. 8 plus 0 must equal 8. Let me see if that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do have 8 on this side, and if I take 8 and I add nothing to it, I end up with 8 at the end. All I have is what I have. So anytime you add 0 to any number, you're still going to get the number you started with, because if you had 8 of something and you add nothing to it, you still have 8 of something. And the same thing goes for any number. So, for example, if I had this many crayons, let me count out my crayons. I'm going to move my berry pie over here for a minute. If I had this many crayons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I had 7 crayons and I added nothing, I would still end up with 7. So adding 0 to any number is always going to give you the number you started with. So today, as we finish up our work in math, try to make some equations to make number 8 and see what you come up with. Maybe you'll come up with some new combinations or number pairs like Miss Hartman, or ones that I haven't even thought of yet. I hope you had fun making a pie today. I'm going to pretend to close up my pie, and I'm going to pretend to bake it in the oven. I hope you have fun with math today. Have a wonderful one.